I've been hearing this storyline a lot about exes that are just bitter, bitter, bitter and angry that their spouse, their ex-spouse has moved on, is happy, is doing stuff with their life. And every time I listen to these stories, I'm like, I don't get it. What is wrong with, why wouldn't you, we talk about this all the time, right? Because the universe is a mirror, so they're going to get that bitterness back. They're going to start seeing it more and more. It's like the mirror is going to crack. The illusion they're trying to portray to everybody is going, and it's like, why would you want that on yourself? Why would you wish that on somebody else? Because it's really wishing it on yourself. But even if you didn't understand all of that, even if you were oblivious to how the world worked, what's the point of that? Why do people do that? Still wish ill on others, even if it went down terribly. Why are you even still thinking about them? So this whole thing is weird to me. But so I start talking to my guides about it. And I'm like, what is that? What is that anger? That it's such a weird thing. If you think about it, right? They decided divorce. What's the problem? What's the problem? And they showed up more of the men. And I don't know if you recall, but this came up a few years ago too. There was a heavy energy of really bitter, 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 angry men. And so they were kind of showing that theme again. And it's the idea of they feel like failures because the wives have left, gone on, and have done tremendously better. They're blooming now that they're not in the dirty, mucked up, poor soil, right? When there isn't love there for the wives to grow and flourish and blossom, they become damp and stagnant and die. But once they get up and out of that mess and start to love themselves and have peace and calm and take care of themselves and don't have the projection on them and things weighing them down, stressing them, the bad relationship, the lack of love, the incompatibility, then they just blossom and bloom. But you would think, if the husbands were loving themselves as well, they too would be doing wonderful, so they wouldn't even be thinking about the exes. It's you want to move on and heal and grow. It's such a weird... I've seen it. I've seen it with some people. They fight all through the divorce and then fight all after the divorce. It's they get off on it or something. But this wasn't that. All these stories are just bitter, and the only thing I can come up with, and that was what was being implied with what my guides were showing me, was they're still in their ego, right? They're afraid of how they are going to look. They feel like they failed, and they feel like other people are going to look at them like failures and awful people because their exes are doing so much better and so much healthier now that they're out of that toxic environment. But if they were loving themselves, they too should be feeling better and blooming and blossoming. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if it's not healthy for one, it's not healthy for the other. And I don't think we should ever look at ourselves as failures as much as what did you learn from that, right? Every experience, what did you learn? Hopefully a fucking boatload. If you have any self-awareness, right? If you love yourself at all, if you want to grow, if you want to feel better, then you wouldn't necessarily be looking at it as a failure. But they're making that a point now about men. I think men... Yeah, I guess it seems like men seem to have that struggle. What is that? Is that a society thing? Right? As a society, we expect the men to be able to lead their family into the land of milk and honey, right? And so everybody would be happy. And so I guess that's how they look at it. Like, well, they failed. But that's just not a realistic or healthy way to look at it, right? The reality is the reality. Not everything works out, and that's okay. You don't stay and force it, right? Like, you figure it out if you can figure it out. Do what you need to do, right? Go to the therapy. Go to, do you. But I'm saying once the deed is done, it's a shame that people look at it as a failure. Not that there isn't a grieving process, not that there isn't a time that you need to heal from it. I mean, for sure. Yet, to think you failed, it just seems like I don't have better words right now, a terrible attitude, right? Like, it's the wrong attitude. I just feel like it's a terrible way to look at it because I can't feel any benefit in that. Like, maybe a better way to look at it would be like disappointed, right? Because everybody's disappointed. You don't go into a marriage for it to fail. So everybody's disappointed, but it is what it is, right? Like, reality is reality. You're at where you're at. If you look at it a failure, I feel like that's also, it's like a way to keep people stuck, which I guess would lead to bitterness. I guess that would lead to bitter bitches. Yeah. Remember that was coming through a few years ago? And I haven't felt that, but a few of the readers I listened to have more or less said the same storyline about really bitter exes because their ex-spouses have gone on and done so well that they're just beside themselves and furious and trying to just plant ill seeds and just nastiness. I just never got that. It's just a weird concept to me. Like, if you want to stay and argue and fight, stay and argue and fight. But if you're divorcing, divorce and move on with your lives. Right? Like, isn't that the point? Right? Like, did you divorce just to torture each other from outside the house? Like, it's such a weird concept that people spend so much time and energy still quarreling. Yeah. Oh. I guess it's like everything else. It's like one more excuse not to face their own life and to play victim or to play bully or to play bitter or to play God knows what. Instead of doing themselves, loving themselves, looking at their own life. Right? Like, isn't that weird? Like, think about that. All the people that divorce and then instead of like living their lives and moving forward, they seethe and plot and plan and gossip and try to talk about old times and tear the person down. It's like, do you have no life? You have nothing better to do or talk about or look forward to or get excited about? But you know people like this. They yeah. It's like, I keep thinking like they have to get off on it. It's bringing them some pleasure. And again, maybe it's just the pleasure of not having to think about their pathetic lives, right? It's easier to talk about somebody else than talk about their pathetic life. Like, if they have nothing going on, if they're not looking to love themselves in any way or heal themselves or get excited about something, I guess that's what leads to gossip. Yeah. Maybe that's a cue, right? Like, find more things to fill up your time to get excited about. I mean, my God, healing oneself can take up enough energy and enough time. I feel like some days that's all I have energy to do. Oh, God. I could do introspection all day, every day. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.